Take the girls somewhere? Still thinking about it?
I took him to see whales.
Oh, that was this weekend? How'd that go? How was it? I mean, let's assume that...
If you don't see a whale...
Oh, yeah. It was that kind of whaling trip. Yeah.
But the guy said we saw like 100 dolphins, though.
That's
All right.
nice.
But they say that, though, right out of the gate. They're like, whale seeing is not guaranteed because otherwise everyone would ask for
No, they
money
guarantee
back.
a dolphin, though. They guarantee dolphins. They guarantee a mammal.
Any sort of mammal?
Yeah, and so about 100 dolphins, which was cool. But then the guy had the balls to say over the intercom that whales spend 95% of their lives underwater.
Right.
So then, what the fuck, man? That's worse than Vegas odds end of me going on fucking a boat to see a whale then. If they're 95%,
Wait, how much of their life?
95% of their life is underwater, so you'll never see them. They only come up, 5% of their life is spent above water.
Did you ever see the video of that guy who, like, he's fucking kayaking around and that whale jumps up and then fucking comes down and lands right on him?
No, is it
You never saw that video?
Sounds awful.
I imagine so. It was a big whale.
What was the aftermath with the video?
It just ended. It was one of those things where it's like somebody, like they were out on the water and they're
Holy
videotaping.
shit! Cut.
Yeah, yeah, and it just cuts off because I'm sure, like, if your
probably
friend
destroyed
gets a
him.
whale jumps on him, you
Right.
tend to drop the
We
video
were in a
camera.
big boat. I wasn't worried about it being
Well, no, I'm
smashed.
just-
I don't even know if it was a blue whale we were going to see.
What I'm saying though is, like, if a whale's 95% of his time under the water, so that means only 5% of the time he's like visible.
Yeah.
And you happen to be kayaking around in that 5% of his time, and he fucking comes down on you. I mean, that's very bad luck.
It's
was
like
shitty luck.
that woman that got hit by that manta ray. Did we talk about that on show when we were in Florida and the keys were abuzz with
yeah.
a woman who got hit by a stingray that jumped out of the water, hit her in her face?
That was
Did it
big
kill her?
news.
Oh, yeah, broken neck.
killed
Well,
her.
didn't it kill the crocodile hunter, a stingray?
Yeah, he like stung him in the chest, but he was like swimming around underwater. This was a lady who was they were on a boat. They were just boating, and I guess like these manta rays or whatever, they'll jump out of the water just for the hell of it. And I guess that's what they do. And it fucking socked her right in the head and killed her like instantly. And then it was like flipping around on the boat
the
deck.
spike went through her
No,
head?
just the
No, I
weight
think
of
the force because they said they said it was like 40 pounds.
It's
or
pretty
something,
heavy,
right?
yeah.
It was like a 40-pound weight coming at her head at like, I mean, it had to be 50, 60 miles an hour, something like that. Well, did you have a good time then at the whale
Yeah, it
thing?
was okay. But like I said, I didn't see a whale.
I work for a whale watching company in San Diego.
Dan, the Navy guy? You're in the Navy?
Got it. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, Dan.
Really?
Yeah. No
Oh, so you can blow the lid off this scam?
You want to continue? This needs to be promoted.
Oh, yeah, wait a second.
This guy is awesome.
In the wintertime in San Diego, that's when the grays run along the coast. So
How big is a gray?
grays, about
Sounds like an
60,
alien.
70 feet long, something like that. Yeah, no, California gray.
We've seen a gray,
That's
too.
the proper name.
How long?
About 60, 70 feet.
How much they weigh?
We had, I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
He didn't say he was a fucking marine biologist.
They're big for sure. We had a couple come into the bay, and they're huge. They've been coming in the last.
So
couple of years.
what's whale season?
It's like December through April there.
That's a big
And then
season.
it depends on how they run too, because if they're still going, we keep going out.
The waters are
as long
colder
as-
down there, too, though, than around
The
here
waters
as
are
well.
cold in the summer. They're warm. It's like a warm current in the winter.
Oh, in the
that
winter,
comes down.
oh, really?
Yeah, so they come down from Alaska to breed in Baja, California, like in the Sea of Cortez. And so we catch them along the way. And
What's-
then orcas and blue whales. There's a ton
seen
of them.
blue whales?
Yeah, I've seen blue. No, I'm sorry.
Blue
not
whale's
blue
the one that
whales. Orcas.
swallowed like Pinocchio,
No,
right?
not blues. I totally mistook. Humpbacks. That's what we see. The ones that
What's
breach.
the whale? What's that?
Those splinters.
That's a
Sperm whale?
sperm whale.
Sperm whale's the
Moby Dick.
biggest whale in the world?
Monstro.
Monstro,
From Pinocchio,
yeah.
yeah. Sperms. No, the blue whale's the biggest.
Blue whale's the biggest?
Yeah.
Oh, you said blue, but you don't really see
We don't see
blues.
blues, no.
Okay.
But humpbacks are the ones that break the surface and then smash back down again.
What
If
I'm
I
trying to
didn't
get
say the
at
odds.
is, can you get my
odds.
money back for me?
It's the same. We do the same thing, but we give a rain check. If you don't see a whale, you get a rain check, and
Yeah, but how many people come
the
back?
dolphins
though?
don't
People
count.
are
Yeah,
on
it's
vacation,
true.
Right? If you don't
Usually
see a
get-
whale, you get a rain check.
Yeah, you get a rain check,
So it's
which is
that successful rate of seeing a whale.
Yeah, I think it's pretty successful. I'd say
Is it better than 50%?
way better. Yeah, I'd say like 75% plus. We go on 2 trips a day.
Is it true that whales spend 95% of their life underwater?
I don't think that's right at all. That doesn't seem right.
I got a fucking case here, don't I?
No, I mean,
You might have some litigation going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what you see, they come up, they blow, they go down, and then they'll go down for about 45 minutes. Maybe 95%, but if you're watching them,
Sounds like so many of the girls I've been with that I've called sperm whales that
they
have
come
gone
up, they
down
blow.
for 45 minutes. Yeah.
then they
Stick
go
it in
down.
their blowhole.
Yeah, no, I'd say 95% isn't an accurate
95% of the time I
Maybe
don't get to see
95%
them.
in Jersey.
Just keep them under the covers.
I don't know what kind of whale we
Very
were looking at. Do
romantic.
you remember?
We didn't see any whales.
Yeah, because you see finbacks, you see all sorts of stuff up there, and they're always out.
Well,
yeah.
you got. Well, I mean, San Diego. I mean, I heard seals barking on the from the house I was staying at, so the odds must be a lot better out there.
Yeah,
in San
maybe
Diego.
it is. What you don't know what kind of whale you guys are looking for out here, though, huh?
It was a whale that has
Captain Ahab over here.
It would, if we were looking for spouts.
Uh-huh.
And he had us, like, he had the people
Call
on
me
the boat,
Flanagan.
like, being like, okay, I'm going to put you guys to work. If anybody sees a spout, let me know. And I'm like,
He's fucking.
Like suddenly you're working for this
yeah,
guy.
suddenly,
Yeah.
I was supposed to be, I had, like, I was spraying my eyes, getting a headache,
Hammering
looking
a
out
gold
over the
doubloon
water
into
for
the fucking
miles
wall.
looking for spouts. And nobody ever saw a spout, though. We saw a lot of dolphins, though.
Yeah. You 5%.
What's it cost?
Ours is somewhere around $30, 25
Mine
bucks.
was $40 a person, adult.
What kind of boat were you guys on?
You go on boats?
No, it was
Watch it from the boardwalk. You're watching from the boardwalk. I think I might have gotten ripped off.
I'm not a seafarer. I don't really know that. I don't even wouldn't be able to tell you. It was a big boat.
How many people? Like about
I'd
100?
say over 100.
Yeah, you should have seen them. It is a good time. It sounds like you had fun.
Yeah,
you
I had fun.
and
But,
all
I
that,
mean,
yeah.
it's just that when you if you don't see a whale, it feels kind of a little. You just feel a little like there's a little piece of you that you left out there on the
Sure.
sea.
And then it's the long ride back. You know, like once you turn around and start heading back, it's like you're not going to see a whale.
Yeah,
You got
you know,
another hour.
you're
You're just sitting there. Yeah.
You're kind of just like you're resigned to like, wow, it was fucking.
It's fucked up because it's like you're paying to go see a movie and they never show it.
Yeah, it's kind of what it's like. But it was still, I had never been on a big boat like that before, so it was kind of different for me. It's a fucking racket too, man. They said they were like, you need binoculars. You need rent binoculars.
Don't get seasick. Come take pills. They
Yeah,
sell the
but
pills
like
to you
in the
for $6
binoculars were
and-
$10 to rent them,
Just to rent them?
and you didn't even need. So I had to rent 5 pairs of binoculars.
Oh,
It's another $50 out the window, and you didn't need to see because always.
So you're up to 210.
Yeah, it is kind of a racket, and then the food, and it was
You
like
buy food on there? How long was the trip?
3 hours, a 3-hour tour.
People get sick. You have a lot of pukers.
My wife almost got sick.
Yeah.
I had to hold her hand and breathe.
It gets rough.
Yeah,
Did you have other people on the boat throwing up left and right, or?
I didn't see anybody throw up. I fell asleep. That's how not calming it was for
You
me.
got some kind of vomit fetish, dude?
No.
Just gonna about throw up.
No, they'd come back and they called it one of our. No. Tell me about it. Whisper it slowly.
Somebody must have. Come on, tell me somebody threw
Oh, I
up.
remember this one time this
No,
chick threw up.
we'd come back in from our harbor
He's in the
tours.
Navy? There's got to be guys throwing
know
up on
about
that
the
boat, too?
No, we come back in from our harbor tour, doing other boat stuff with that company, and then we'd see the whale watching boat would come back, and the captain would sometimes pull it out and just give it a good spin for us, so we could see just puke streaks all down the sides. It would turn into like something from what's the Stand By Me or something, just a pukerama, just gross.
I'm not sure. Wait.
Stand By Me?
I know, but why did the captain do this?
Oh, just to show it off to the captain and crew of the other boat, like a trophy. Look what we did today.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't want to do
No, I don't know, because we want to all do that same thing.
I've said
taking
too
the boat
much.
out.
runs out the back door.
No, I'm just saying that they get pretty gross sometimes, especially if the seas are high. You'll have imagine 100 people and 1/4 of them get sick. You got 25 people puking all over the place.
I think I might have a sea man.
So hot.
You didn't feel it at all.
I don't think I never once felt queasy.
I agree with you except for the pronunciation.
I think I might. I think I might
add the word
have-
"filled" to it.
I think I might have had. I think I might have missed my colon. I think I could have been on did a career on a boat.
You wanted to do that sailboat. That was your thing.
Want to yacht around, paint and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah. But I think
That's weird, man. Because like if you were to take a bite of something foreign, you'd be down for 3 days.
Right, yeah, but I don't get queasy on a boat or on the bus.
Or on the bus, yeah, you were
so-
fine.
There's people that do and people that don't.
Iron stomach.
That's what I found. Like you're either gonna get sick or you're not, one way or the other.
Just so you know, that's not a new original theory.
No,
Some
not
people-
at all.